Hello everybody, how's it going? And this is going to be a very quick video. We're going to go through the entire edit process of the workout show. Some of you guys have asked questions, and basically just getting back from the workout. And we're going to go through the entire process from beginning to end. And here we go. So pretty much as soon as I get back, get the camera, bag, get the memory card out, and we're gonna go ahead and load footage from today. So here we go. Basically, the first thing we're gonna do is take our footage from our memory card and save it in 2 locations. And the reason why I save it in 2 locations, I'll explain here. First location we're gonna save it in is on a desktop folder called The Workout Show, and I've already made it today. I've kind of organized it a little bit, and basically we're going to drop our footage in there first. Now I'm familiar with where the footage is on this card. If you're using a different camera, maybe in a different place, but I basically shoot 1 file per day, and you'll see listed here there is going to be 5 separate files, and then they have some info. So I'm just going to move file number 5 because today is Friday. And that's going to take about 3 minutes or so. And then I'll take that same file number 5 and I'm going to move it to another folder here. This is going to be my server. Built 2 computers this summer, and essentially one is basically hosting all my files and the other is for working on. The reason being, my actual computer here has solid state drives, M.2 drives, so very fast for editing, for viewing, for working on. And then I have a little bit of slower drives on this machine up here, which you kind of can't see. But I am seeing there's a fan in front of here, and it is getting quite dusty here, so might have to clean that out very soon. But essentially, yeah, we make a folder for every day of the week, and how my organization goes, I just name it, I go into the month, which is October. The day is the 9th. Obviously, the workout show. I'm going to call this episode 150, and it is day number 209. So we've been 209 days into production, and yeah, fun times. So yeah, I'll move this over here. And so they're going to be moving right now, and what I'll currently do is now I'll open up my software that I use for editing, DaVinci Resolve, Studio 16 by Blackmagic Design. Whatever software you want to use, I'm sure will work perfectly fine, whether it's Adobe, whether it's Final Cut, Sony Vegas. I think that's another company now that owns Vegas. But yeah, for the most part, anything will work. So let's get right into. So I used to make a new project for every single day. That ended up being, I don't want to say problematic, but that became a nightmare for organization. So I'm going to show you what I do now. Basically, this is how I finished off yesterday. If you'll see in the top middle, 149 is highlighted right here. That is basically because I worked on 149 yesterday. So in the time that it takes to have those files transfer over, I'm going to add a bin for 150. So this is episode 150. So each of these bins is basically the name or the number of the episode. So I figure we go to 132 here. Here are all the files for episode 132. These are just from the camera. Oh, the GoPro. I did use the GoPro that day. And then these other tidbits here. They're going to be offline because I moved everything over to the server, and long story short, but this is how we're going to get it done. So now I do a lot of work on my timeline. Essentially, like, I set up the text and the time. That's not something I want to set up every single day. I want that done right out of the way. So what I'll do is I'll go to 149. Let me open up 149 again. And there it is. And I'm going to copy or duplicate it. So there's the copy of 149. I'm going to name it 150. I'm going to move this down to 150. And let's go back into that folder. Now we'll open up 150. And there we go. Now we're set to start everything here. Now, I know a lot of video editors. I used to work with many of you guys. Hopefully you're all watching and having a great time. And yeah, everybody has a different way that they work. Whether you make new timelines for everything, whether you make new projects for everything. I'm doing this episodic for 150 episodes. So this has become sort of the easiest way to get it all done. If you have easier, more streamlined ways or tips to get this done, please let me know. Please comment in the video. Call me up, text me. I know a lot of you guys, so you all probably have a little bit more experience than me, and you're probably yelling at me right now saying, what are you doing? But this is how I do it. This is how I get it done within like 30 minutes. Usually, 45 minutes to hour-long workouts, a little bit of chit-chat in the beginning and in the end. Again, I don't want to spend 4 hours editing this thing every day. It's just something I have to get quick and done. And for everybody at home that watches, they want it done quick and done. They don't want to start their workout at 4 p.m. every day. So if I can get these workouts done at a reasonable time in the morning, that's really my goal. So if we're looking at the screen, we're almost done copying over. We've got about 45 seconds left till the files are copied over to my hard drive. And, we can let this run. That has about 5 minutes to send over to the server. Server a little bit slower. But as you see, the upload speed, download speed is actually not great at all. So while we're here in 150, let's erase everything on the timeline besides the timer, which is going to be on video too. Here's my timer. And then here are my texts. So this would say the number of rounds. Here, this one I know for a fact has the time, so we're going to duplicate that. But let's get into it here. While we're finishing copying, let's just edit some of these. So today, we needed a couple things. We need a barbell. I don't know how much weight on the barbell was suggested. So I'm just going to leave that blank. One barbell, one kettlebell. And we're going to go with one pull-up bar and one plyo box. So I just write down the items that people will need, at the start of their workout, if they're working out at a gym or if they're working out at home. So at home, we'll go 1 or 2 dumbbells, 1 kettlebell, and 1 plyo box or surface. All right, so that's done. I try to not center it, I try to align it to the left of the screen, as you'll see there. We're going to the warm-up here. What was our warm-up today? Let's see, we had 2 rounders always. We do 5 lunges, 5 high kicks. Okay, and then we change these. So now the rest of the warm-up was 5 good mornings, 5 scorpions. It's funny because I've almost forgot how to spell scorpions. I was doing SQU for a while. Didn't rack my brain that it was SCO. 5 scorpions and 5 glute raises, glute bridges. Okay, we got those. So again, I'll align this here. Now it may look a little wonky on the screen. My screen is 4K and my equipment is only recording in HD, so it might look a little weird. Hopefully it's not too bad. But so it looks like my upload's finally finished. So we'll go to the workout show. We'll grab the files here. So that's going to show up there. Now I have a music file. This is all the music that I've had here pretty much every day. I get them from a source that I cannot name. Some of you people know where I get my music from, but it is not my own music, unfortunately. I don't know if that's unfortunately, but yeah, they're all like cover songs. We weren't able to get, obviously we have no licensing for any music. We were getting our videos taken down in the beginning, like in March and April. So I had to make sure I found a source of music that was, yeah, I just had to find, had to find music. It's not great. A lot of people have texted me and complained that it's very generic, but it's what we got. It's music during your workout, so you don't have to find your own. And if you do find your own, that's great too as well. Okay, so how this workout goes. It's a 24-minute AMRAP, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So let me just write that very quickly, and then we'll get into the movements. We had 50 burpees today. That's terrible. We went into 50, what was after burpees? 50 kettlebell swings. Okay, and then we went to 40 toes to bar, so TTB, or knees to elbows, or bar taps. People love the bar taps. Let's see here, then we did 40 push press, and then we did 30, goodness, no, it was 30 push presses. We did 40, what did we do? Am I going to have to look at this workout? I'm sorry. Okay, so while that's going, let me get back in here. All right, so you saw I brought the music over, and that's on audio 3. When I bring in my actual clip, you're going to see that that's going to take up 4 audio files. We don't use the last 2. We don't use number 4, and we do use number 3. I'll show you what 1 and 2. Basically, audio 1 is my main audio. Audio 2 is like at a slightly lower volume. So just in case we have some loud noises, I'm able to at least pull from a lower dynamic so it's not blowing out anything. But essentially here, what I'll do next, I still haven't finished writing the workout, so hang on. But yeah, essentially I find the part of the video that where we start chatting. Basically, kind of around here. I usually will take the whiteboard and I'll bring it over. We'll check that in a second. But let's finish the actual workout here because I'm very curious. If we zoom in, I should be able to see the workout, and I can't because too bright. Too bright. But oh wait, it's written on the wall there. So oh, I missed front squats. How dare I miss front squats? They were not fun. So after 50 swings, then it was the 40 front squats. Ugh, gross. They were so bad. Then toes to bar. Then 30 push presses. Okay, got it. And then finally 30 box jumps. Not fun. Not fun at all. All right, so and then we're gonna rest. Oh no. So how the minute on, minute off works is yeah, essentially you will work for 1 full minute and then rest for 1 full minute, and then you're gonna just chip away at all the movements there, so that we have that. And then we did add a finisher today. That is something that we were very proud of. So let me go here. Oh, yeah, so it's about that time where I start playing back, so you're gonna start hearing the sounds of my beautiful voice. All right, so there's the workout, and now we'll get into the finisher. Finisher is, haha, yesterday, no finisher. Enjoy. Haha, not today. So since this is episode 150, yeah, we celebrated with 150 reps. So we did 50 bicycle crunches. That was total. Then we did 50 toe touches. And these are all ab movements, by the way. And then we did 50 regular sit-ups. So I call them butterfly, you know, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, that was it. We finished our 150th episode with 150 reps. When we did episode 100, finished up with 100 air squats. That was absolutely not fun. Not fun at all. So here's what we're going to do this part of the edit. You have to just listen out, and then I find some clever moments on where I could start. Let's see here. Hi, how are you? Okay, so that seems like a great place to start. We're going to start here. I'm exhaling, and Callie's about to sit down, so we're going to just start right about here. It'll be great. And then what I do is I do a little fade, about 12 frames. 12 frames. And then I bring it over. Okay, so then next part is I kind of find the area where we finish talking, which is when we're getting ready for the workout. So that's when I put the sign down, and then we start walking away. So we start walking away right there. So essentially, I'll cut right there again. And also, I don't have hotkeys on my keyboard. I know most editors do. I've learned some hotkeys. I don't know them all. I know this process could go by so much quicker, but that's that's not what I do. I make things more difficult for myself. So here we go. On that second audio track, I bring that down because I don't want it interfering with the first audio track. I'm going to bring this up, and I always bring it up about 9 dB just because I already know what level it's at. Obviously, if I didn't have my camera set up every single day, I wouldn't know what 9 dB or how many decibels to raise it. So here, the next part, before we get into aligning text, is I get to the point where we're about to start our warm-up. And that'll be somewhere right around here. Once we start, I give myself a little bit of a countdown, and then we get into it. So we're about to, okay, so we started here. So we're giving ourselves a countdown. I'll cut this here. And we'll just drag this over. We'll delete this empty space. We'll move this timer. So now I'm ready to find my countdown. I'm going to listen here, and we're going to listen for when I call out 3, 2, 1. You could probably see it in the, you could probably see it. So I say 3 right here. And let me just make sure it's followed by 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right, so when I say 3, it's going to be right there. So, I mean, I could mark it. I could press the letter M, and it'll mark my clip where that starts. So that's what I don't normally do that, by the way. That's kind of just showing you a little bit easier way. So I'll just find my 3-second start, which is right there. That's when my timer on the side starts at 3. And I'll move this clip over, so that aligns with 3. So now, in essence, my timer will now be synced with my video. 3, 2, 1. There you go. All right, so perfect. Let me save here. Excuse my babbling during the workout. What I'll do next is I'll align it to the first clip. I'll zoom in here, and then I will fade into this bad boy here, 24 frames. That usually is the perfect amount. And then I'll do the same thing here at the end. I'm going to go beginning to end now. Not for any specific reason, but just because I want to be able to lower. So this is us doing our ab finish. Oh my god, that was terrible. So I lower the volume here. So just about here. When I say yikes, that's about where we want to start up again. So I'll cut this, and we're just going to fade here. So now this whole volume gets lowered. Nobody should be able to hear us while music is on. And even this lower volume, I lower it about 6 dB. That's basically just for ambient noise. When you're dropping weights, you can still hear them in the video. Whatever. And then again, since this is the end, I'll drop this all the way, and then I'll go to audio track 1, and I'll just raise that up about 9 dB. Save. Did I fade this? Yeah, I faded it. So now we go from no volume at the end. Once I lower the volume on the actual music, raises back up. Yikes. Yikes indeed. All right, so then let's find the very end. Since we already went to the beginning, I wave, I go, and when I get here, I bring it back 12 frames to close it out. And the reason I do 12 frames is because I export these in 24 frames, so half a second for the fade out sounds about right. Okay, so now everything is set. We have 3 sections. We have the warm-up section, we have the hit section, and then we have the finisher. They're going to be divided by rest periods. I don't know where these rest periods are yet, or what time they are. I know what time they were on my actual watch, but we start times it differently. So here we go. Let's finally finish this up here. Okay, we did that. Okay, now we have to find out where we chat. We don't have to listen to the whole thing, but essentially I talk about what you need in the gym, and then we each go over each section, so that's kind of where I want to start them. So let's check here.
If you're not at home and you're outside, even better, because it's a little chilly outside. I wore the same shirt, like famous t-shirts now, because the show... Anyway, let's get into it today.
All right,
it is
so...
episode number 150. Hi guys, how are you? Since day 1. Today, just a barbell with...
Here we go.
3 things that we need today.
So there you go.
And...
All right, So we're going to leave that there. That's going to be the you will need section. So as I'm chatting about it, it's going to come up and you'll be able to see exactly what you need for the gyms.
That we need today. Box jumps and a kettlebell for a kettlebell. Swings, everybody's favorite. We've done them so many times this week.
Okay, so that's great. And then we're going to start talking about the warm-up.
Here we go. Warm-up is...
So now that the warm-up I just said it is, I can align this here and I'll go 2 rounds.
We're going 5.
And then I'll wait till I get to the end of the last
5 scorpions.
thing that I say.
5 glute bridges. That is...
So now here I said glute bridges, so now I'll bring the rest of the track there. That'll end.
Perfect workout. I'm going to call it the
Callie's going to start talking about the HIIT. As soon as she starts, this will join.
Quad pulls and the knee tucks. It's my kind of work. That's fine.
We do a lot of chit-chatting, I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, Callie, so what do we have to work with?
Bit of a doozy today.
Bit of a doozy.
For 24 minutes, many rounds as possible. So we're just gonna go.
Okay,
go,
so
go,
now
go,
as she
work for
explains,
1
I'll
minute.
just wait till she talks. I'll extend this a little bit.
Just about.
50 burpees, 50 kettlebell swings.
As soon as she says box
40 front
jumps,
squats,
that's where I close it
40
off.
toes to bar, knees to bar, knees to elbow, whatever you feel.
Reverse bar taps. We got the bar in the camera. You know what's going on today. Oof, not going to be fun.
30 push press.
And here we go.
30 box jump.
Now,
Here we go. Perfect.
30 box jumps. It is
Okay.
at the end there. Go as high as you
And
can.
so we don't talk about the finisher in the warm-up because we actually weren't sure if we were going to do the finisher. But yes, we absolutely did a finisher. So somewhere in here, somewhere before I get to this point, to that 30-second in, because that's where my timer starts here. It starts at 30 seconds. So I usually like to put the finisher kind of like around here. But we'll see. Like,
Push yourself to the finish. However, if you do finish this in your 12 minutes of time, we're going again as many rounds as possible.
And if you don't, that's okay.
That's totally okay. We might not even get there. I mean, that's a lot of burpees.
I crack myself up. I'm sorry.
Today. It's gonna be tough. I don't know. All right, but we are doing that. As far as a finisher.
Yep, there you go.
Yes,
So that was actually the perfect place to put it, right there.
In the video, and obviously we
Okay.
did not get a finisher. I congratulated you guys for your hard work and said you don't have to have one, but we will have one today. Callie, I will think of one in our 24 minutes. You're gonna see it already here. Don't get nervous.
All right.
I'm already
So
nervous.
cool.
But here we go.
And let me
It's
make
time to
sure
get this Friday
everything
going.
starts
I am
on
still
point.
having sleep, coffee, work.
Time starts, we can finish.
Go. So the timer starts at 15. At 15 seconds left, I usually bring over our warm-up. So I'll copy this over so that it starts there. And now it's going to officially be at the bottom of the screen from 15 seconds on. So they can follow along. We'll do a little bit of warm-up. Well, here's the second round that we're doing right now. Cool, we're just getting this in. Okay, so we just finished here, right about 30 seconds. So I'm very particular. I don't like to not get it on point. And there it was on point, because if you go one more frame, that changes to 31. I like everything nice and neat. So at the start of the 35-second mark, we'll go ahead and we'll add our rest period. So we're going to rest until the 5-minute mark. So right here, we'll bring this over, and that says rest until 6. Let's rest until 5. So that gives us about 90 seconds. And there you go. So that'll say it on the screen. So there are some letters on the screen that are on that actual box. So I'm going to go ahead and just raise this up here so it's a little bit more legible. Okay. So at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, what I like to do is that's when I remove that, I'll just remove it. So we'll go here. So that now it comes off the screen. So now at 4:45, 15 seconds later, that's where I'll actually bring the HIIT. This is just like smooth sailing today. Yesterday was a little bit of a longer workout, so this actually took a really long time. After editing yesterday's video, I was very nervous about editing this one. All right, so now the full workout is on the screen the whole time. Okay, so I know this workout took 24 minutes, so if we started at 6, that 30-minute mark, we should be about finished. So let's go here. Yeah, so we held the plank for the final minute here. All right, so at 29:00, we'll end that workout. So we'll bring it all the way over there. And here we go, 5 seconds in. We'll start the rest. There's me being really funny on the bottom of the screen. Okay, so I forget when we rested to, because honestly, I forgot that we were doing the finisher. So let's see when we start the finisher. I think it's 32. So we start at 32. So I guess a 3-minute rest. That's not bad. I could just edit 1 minute out, and I think I've done that in the past where I just remove a full minute. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove 1 full minute here. And that's what I'll do. Okay, so I am going to... How do I do this? Do I remove... Yeah, let's just make it easy. Okay, at 31 on the dot, I'm going to add a mark, and then we'll go at 30 on the dot. And look how easy this is. Look how awesomely easy this is. 30 on the dot. We'll add another one. And let me just actually make sure this is okay. So now, boom, this is how you eliminate 1 minute of video. And we'll, of course, we'll fade into that so it looks a little something here. So this is going to roll into me. Okay, here we go. So now it's only a 2-minute rest. That was a long workout. So now let's rest till the 31-minute mark here. So at 30:30, we will, in fact, lose our sign that says rest until 31. And again, this is probably going to be one of those we're going to just slightly raise. So let's click on this. We'll bring the y-axis up, rest until 31. Okay, now at 30:45, we'll add our finisher, and then we're pretty much done. Guys, this is... Oh, I think I got to add something over there. It looks like our ending came a little bit undone here due to us moving all the way around. I'm pretty sure there's nothing else there. Let's fade this again. Okay. Alright, so now we have our finisher coming up. I forget what time we finished, but we'll be able to see here. Bicycles. Then we go with the toe touches. These hurt so bad. And then we go with sit-ups. Alright, full time. How many do we take to finish? Oh, wow. Did we finish like right on the dot at 35 minutes on the dot? Let's see. 35. All right, we finished a little over 35 minutes. So that's 5 seconds over. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I don't like things that are uneven. People know that. Sometimes when like reps are off, I get really angry. Like they have to be consistent. I'm all about consistency. That's why I take this long to edit. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to eliminate the time, and we're going to eliminate the actual finisher on the screen at the top of the minute. And there you go. Top of the minute, it's off. And now we're going to the end here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So that moved. We're just going to do this. This is where I say yikes. Yikes. All right. So now we're in business. Now we are in business. We have everything pretty much aligned. Now we just set up our music, and then we're done. We'll probably work on a little bit of color. Actually, let's do that now. Obviously, this is a little dark in some areas, I want to say. More so really just in that sort of mid-range. So what can we do? Can we gamma adjust? That looks weird. Do we do a little bit of shadow? Yeah, I think we could add about 25 of shadow. And just to make it easy, we're just going to copy. We're going to paste it. So just paste it there. And you'll just see slight increase in shadow there. Boom. Done. It's probably more than we need, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it. We should, okay, now looking at this, we should probably take down the brightness. Okay, here's both of us. Callie's arms are definitely blown out. Mine are definitely blown out as well. So we'll do this. Let's go down here. So we'll just bring down that. Not by 50. We'll bring it down. Let's go like 35. And let's take a look again. All right, so much better. Again, not perfect. But again, nothing in life is perfect. So here we go. Here's the section where it's going to get loud. There's going to be some music. Obviously, I'll lower it. But, so, obviously you can see, if you're familiar with waves, this is probably a little rev up to a song. This is probably a little breakdown, and then you probably get the beat starting right here. So in most cases, I like starting my beat on 0. So let's see if I was right. We're going to just put this right there. Let's listen to about 3 seconds. See? I was right. I was right, because we do this all the time. Getting a phone call. Can't take a phone call right now. I'm editing. And then let's fade this in. We start fading in to the next screen about right there. So let's see if this is loud enough.
Gotta start so we can finish.
Here we go.
Wise words.
Okay, that sounds about good, but what I forgot to do, there it is. I need to copy this, because I forgot to lower the brightness on all of the clips. So let's see, I did it there. Let's do this last one, because right around here, you can see how bright that board is, and now check this out. See, you kind of get it back a little bit. Not much, but it's definitely much better. Callie's not blown out when we go to, the next screen, which you'll see in this clip right here. You'll see, so her face not as blown out. If I Control Z, oh, I think I Controlled Z too much. Anyway, all right, whatever. Here we go. Let's go back to, and just to make sure it starts up right. Oh, I know what I Control Z, maybe.
Gotta start so we can finish.
Here we go.
Wise words.
All right, beautiful. Coming in, we have the intro, and we're gonna go 4, 3, 2, 1. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you edit the workout show for 150 days. Yes, on the right corner, bottom corner of my screen, right here, it says Activate Windows. Go to Settings to activate Windows. No, I have not activated Windows. No, I'm not pirating Windows either. Don't you dare think I am a pirate, filthy pirate. No. What it is you can download Windows 10 for free. And you can use it for free. And if you so choose to, you can buy it if you like it. I definitely like it. But I am a very, very broke human being. and I cannot afford Windows 10 right now. So I am doing everything on the free version. And let me tell you something. Oh, I'm also lowering this part so that when we finish the workout, this is what happens. I lower the volume, goes down to a reasonable volume so that you still have it in the bed. It might actually be still a little too loud, so let me bring it down some more. Maybe to 23.
150 episodes, 50 workouts.
And then I just double check. I'll just click through the end here.
Yes.
Just to make sure that we're still being heard over the music.
Swinging too much. More tank tops for the rest of the year. And folks, we are right back at it for 151 on Monday.
Okay, so here we go. Blah blah blah. We're done, folks. We are done. So yeah, let me just go a tad bit more here. 24. Saving it. And we did it. We fixed the color. We got the text. The time is correct. We got the music right. Let me just really see if I did this correctly. Okay, yeah, can't complain. Everything is good. So now we go to the deliver. And what I do here is I check out where the end is. I press O for out. I go to the beginning, press I for in. It's going to render my in-out range. File name is going to be called The Workout Show 150. It's going to obviously save to here, to my folder that says The Workout Show. We're going to export in an MP4 format. QuickTime is fine, but I feel like YouTube is a little bit more friendly with MP4. We're not going to use our native encoder. We're going to use NVIDIA encoder. You see this beautiful, shiny, actually not that thing. The thing below it, this colorful thing right here that keeps changing colors on the bottom, that is the RTX 2060 graphics card by NVIDIA, and that makes editing a breeze, or rendering at least. So we're going to go 720p, not 1080, and check this out. We're going to add it to the queue, and we're going to start. We're going to start, and it's just going to render everything. And you're going to see at the top of the screen, I am breaking 300 frames. Oh my god, I don't think I've ever been able to break 300 frames in a render. So as that's going, I'm opening up YouTube, which I already have open here. I go to the studio section, and here you can view all of our workouts. Actually, if you go to playlists, don't forget our playlist. Obviously, we have the Workout Show playlist. You know, that's on the link to the bio link on my Instagram. Facebook, every now and again, I'll post it there. But you can also find the link at Intrepid Gym Live, and they actually have Intrepid Gym at Home Workout playlist. So this is the original. This is going all the way back. Like, you can see all of these workouts. Who is that guy with the mask? Oh, that's weird. All the way back. We're going all the way back. You can go all the way to episode 1 here. Episode 1. Wow. That's a long bit of scrolling. Look at all these workouts we did, folks. Look at all these workouts, and they just keep going. We're not finishing. We're not stopping. We're only at 150. Let's see what happens at 200. We're 209 days in. So, yeah, maybe we'll go 365. Maybe we'll go 365. So that'll be 5 times 52. 5 times 52 already happened. That would be 160 something, 70 something. Anyway, I can't do math right now. I'm usually pretty good at math, don't worry. But folks, that's pretty much it. Basically, once it's done, I upload it to YouTube. So that's going to be the next video that's uploaded for you at home viewing. You're going to be able to see the workout. Once that workout is uploaded, I'll be uploading this video so you guys can check that out as well. I was going to do this as a live stream, but it just felt like such a pain in the ass to do. This was going to be so much easier. But yeah. Basically, the only thing I do is a little video description. You know, I add the actual workout in the video description. And what I usually do is I'll take sections of the workout and I'll shorten them or I'll speed them up and I add them to my Instagram or to my Facebook. You guys have seen that. I can go over that process very quickly, but I think we're all done. We don't have to wait another 3 minutes for this to finish and then go through that. Essentially, I just find where I want to begin, where I want to end. I take that full section. If it's within 4 to 5 minutes, I bring it down, I speed it up so that it comes out to about 15 seconds. Anything longer than about 5 or 6 minutes, usually when you speed it up that short, the movements go by too quickly. So if you want like a good, like, so you're watching here, obviously this is, this is just rendering it out. And this is actually a good speed. I like this speed, but I could go with a little bit slower, a little bit less stop motion action. That way it's just, a little bit smoother when you're watching. Yeah, it's always what it's about. It's all about the experience. But look, we did that in less than, I think we started just a little over 10:15 a.m. You don't know what time it is, I'm sorry. We just basically under 40 minutes, under 45 minutes. This is going to go on. I actually took a little longer today just because I'm explaining my way through. If I was just here not chatting, this would maybe, I'd shave off 5 or 10 minutes. But yeah, that's the process. Monday through Friday, that's how the workout show gets done. Thanks so much for checking it out. Do the workouts with us. Don't just watch this video and be amazed. Now that you know how the sausage is made, go back into the gym. Go stay at home. You don't have to. These are for you at home. And just take anything you need. If you don't have weights, soup cans, rice bags, dog food bags, paint can buckets, milk jugs, water jugs, anything that you have that you can use, that's what is needed. Because it's not about a race to the finish. It's not about competing with anybody. It's not about anything about that. It's only about you. It's about getting the work done and getting it done for yourself and having a good time doing it. I say that every day. I feel like I am just a talking point of those very words. But anyways, folks, seriously, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining us for 150 workouts. And you editors out there, don't make fun of me too much. Took me a long time to get to this point. But no, I appreciate any kind of input you guys have as well. And until the next video, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Take care.